Powered by SmartTab.
Cheers, man.
Salud.
Yeah, let's do this. And oh, thank you to Liquid Death for always keeping our fridge filled over here.
And the flavors are insane. All right, welcome everybody. It is the SmartTab Weekly Report. My name is Elvis here at SmartTab POS. POS that doesn't suck. We're here in Las Vegas with Bryan Tepus, the marketing manager, guru, does everything here. And I'm just amazed at everything that's going on here at SmartTab. But you have been just going nuts, not only in Las Vegas, but all over the country. Where have you been lately?
Been to Ohio, helped a group out there that we just got started with, and we launched a couple bars out there.
And you're from Ohio, right?
Yeah, well, no, not from Ohio. I actually grew up in Southern California.
Right,
but
right.
My parents are from Ohio.
That's right, Pete.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. My dad's from, and my mom are from Akron, Canton, Ohio.
Got it.
I think
okay.
Football Hall of Fame.
Of
right?
course, yeah. That's Canton.
Have you ever been?
It's one of my just bucket list things to do.
Dude.
As you know, I'm a major NFL guy, so it's one of my things that I really have to do one day.
You have to go. In fact, you should go out there with my dad.
Oh,
his trips.
Is he going to wear Browns stuff?
When does he not wear?
True.
Browns
Great
stuff?
point. Great point. So you were in Ohio, but a lot of stuff going on nationally for SmartTab, right?
Yeah, definitely. But I want to make note. In Ohio, we did 2 bars out there, and thanks to our friends Josh, Adam, and Jimmy over at Rate Tracker.
Okay.
They're new partners of ours. They've been great so far.
Beautiful.
And they helped us load 2 bars in Dublin, Ohio.
Got it.
Their group's out of Cleveland, but they drove down. We launched, and I flew out along with Todd
Klein,
Abel, and Dustin, and we were all out there for a good amount of time, 5 or 6 days, making sure that 2 venues got launched and loaded on SmartTab, which were Tino's Bar and Grill and 1532 Social. So
Beautiful.
Dublin, Ohio, Tino's Bar and Grill, 1532 Social, now on SmartTab. Go give them some love.
Get ready, Ohio. We're taking over.
Oh,
That's basically what this comes down to.
This group is committed. They're
nice.
Ready to roll. They want to spread the SmartTab love throughout all parts of Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania. I forget what's South Ohio, but you know, that whole region. I mean, it told them if they can drive to it, they should be spreading the love.
And Columbus is just packed with venues. You know, I mean, of course, Ohio State there, but so many restaurants and nightclubs and bars and things like that.
It's booming over there.
Yeah, it really is. Like I said, get ready, Ohio.
And you know, it's built a lot like Vegas. It's kind of like a fishbowl. So you have just this circular motion of the whole highway, and I think there's around 2.5 or so million.
A lot of people there.
So about the same as Vegas, right?
Yeah, and they love their football. They're in Columbus, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So I see here bimbos in San Francisco, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to reach out to the San Fran team because they're always rocking and rolling up there. That's our most populated market.
Yeah,
that's where SmartTab, got its start, and we have hundreds of venues up in San Francisco. I mean, if you are in San Francisco, you can't turn the block without seeing a venue with SmartTab in it.
Well, I lived across the street from Bimbo's for like 12 years.
Yeah.
I had a condo right there. It is the most iconic venue in San Francisco. You walk in there, you feel like you're back in the 1940s, but it is such a great venue for music, comedy, everything. That is great to see that Bimbo's is now a SmartTab. I love it.
Not just Bimbo's, but I think we also have Carl's Beacon up in San Francisco that went live this past week.
Beautiful.
So yeah, they're knocking them out up there.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing city.
When's the last time you went up to San Fran?
I was there probably about 3 months ago. I was in San Jose recently, but it's been a while for San Francisco. But I just love that SmartTab is everywhere in that city.
Yeah,
everywhere, and got its start there. You know, that's the beautiful part of it. I love it.
And then, of course, a couple weeks ago, we had the grand opening of Emmitt's here in Las Vegas.
Emmitt Smith, Hall of Fame Cowboy running back.
That was, we grew up watching the Cowboys versus the 49ers.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice, and just iconic. So to be able
Troy
to
Aikman, all those guys,
Yeah. I mean, you know better than I. You've been watching football for how long?
Probably 50 years, actually.
50 years.
Right. I started in Southern California, but what's great about SmartTab getting into something like this, then it's almost like, okay, they'll see Emmitt Smith's got a venue with SmartTab. All of his other, football friends and things like that going, what kind of POS are you using there? SmartTab? I want in. I want in.
It's great to work with him and his team. And I know our guys for weeks on end were in there working with the staff to make sure that we had everything dialed in. They're a fine dining establishment. So
yeah, great space, great food as well. Yeah, it just looks amazing. I mean, right there on the Strip too.
Fashion Show Mall. It replaced the old sugar factory that was there for a while.
Right.
I mean, when I talk about beautiful, you walk into the place and you can feel that Emmitt Smith vibe. It's got the color on the walls and the high class. Yeah.
Oh yeah, second to none. Spared no expense with the furnishings and everything.
Very nice bar too.
Yeah, that's great stuff there.
Good to see they have a SmartTab behind the bar, and really hope they do well this summer with rolling out.
Yeah, love it.
Speaking of rolling out, Esther's Kitchen.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, it has to be a top 2 or 3 restaurant here in Las Vegas as far as the quality of food and the vibe and the, just the experience, correct?
Yeah, and it all stems from the top. You got Chef James, you got Keith and Gatsby helping run the show over there.
Right.
Just a great team.
Yeah.
They're on point. I've got to experience some of their pre-shifts.
Yeah.
And intense, and right before they take in those guests, all of them were paying attention to Chef and making sure that his wishes from the kitchen are being seen.
Complete professionals, and the fresh pasta and the sourdough bread. Being in San Francisco 20 years, I'm a big aficionado of sourdough. Their sourdough rivals anything in San Francisco. It's that good. It's that good.
Have you tried the dessert, I can't even think about it, the butterscotch boudin?
No, I haven't, but I've heard about it, and I saw your picture.
Listen, don't do it. It's like crack.
Oh, really?
I want you to stay skinny over here.
Well, you know what? I do have my cheat days, and that's they do a sourdough crust pizza there, correct? Is that right? A 3-day sourdough pizza I was reading? Yeah. I saw a picture of a pizza you had. I think it was all mushrooms. It looked insane.
Oh, no, you know what it was? It was Brussels. That's their Brussels pie.
Okay.
So if you're, vegetarian.
Yeah,
vegan,
right.
I think it's Brussels and like crispy potato slices.
So Brussels sprouts you're talking about.
Sprouts,
yeah, probably roasted and then,
it was delicious. It was so good.
Listen, if you're coming to Vegas, Esther's Kitchen is a must for all of you foodies and everybody that wants just to go to a great local place with fantastic food. Esther's Kitchen is definitely the spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they spent $7 million on that build out. So
yeah, and it's right on the corner, which is nice too.
Yep,
it's right
just
there.
A block up from their old place, but right on Main Street, right next to Jammyland, another SmartTab client. They were actually the first SmartTab client. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So right next to our most recent, which is Esther's, we got the first SmartTab client.
And I know the crew, especially people like Cole, have just been working nonstop on everything with menus, with training. I was in there during a staff training day with Ben and McLovin and Cole, and it was just, you put together such a great team here. It's just almost seamless what you guys do and everything that goes on from start to finish. How long, something like an Esther's, did it start before they got to opening? Was this like a year-long process?
It was long, probably about a year in the sense that they were building.
Yeah.
But when we started actually working with them to kind of fine tune the menu, the mods, all that, I'd say it was a couple months ago.
Okay.
And not every day, but we were checking in, making sure we were making progress on everything weekly.
Yeah.
We introduced them to one of our resources, Eric So in town, who's an IT
guy. Yeah.
He's a great IT
guy.
Professional. So if you have a larger, job, I can do minimal stuff. Our team can do minimal stuff. We say crimping ain't easy. we can crimp. We can terminate wires. We can pull a new wire. But if it comes to outfitting a whole building, Eric's your guy. So they got linked up with them. It makes our job easy for supporting these large types of venues.
Got it.
And he works on one that's coming up next week too, which is
Crash and Burn.
Crash and Burn. Yeah.
Now that is a massive space on Fremont Street, people. If you've been to Las Vegas, you live here, you know about the Fremont Street experience. It's right on the corner. I can't remember the street that it's off of, but it's in Neonopolis, which has been around for a long time. And now they've got that whole upstairs, which used to be an old Telemundo television studio.
Oh, really?
That whole space,
That's right.
Yeah, it used to be. And so this is started from the ground up as far as, not being a restaurant. How long of a process has this been? This has been a little more lengthy.
2 years.
2 years for Crash and Burn with SmartTab.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we met them at the Restaurant and Bar Expo, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But the bar, now it's called the Bar and Restaurant Expo. I think it used to be called the Nightclub and Bar Expo.
Got it.
But to incorporate all of the restaurants, of course, which is a big portion of that show. They changed it up in the last couple of years. But 2 years ago, Jamie came to our booth, saw our product, and basically set the wheels in motion for next week, which is the grand opening of Crash and Burn.
Right.
I've been excited since the beginning about this project. It's a bar, restaurant, gaming facility. Not gaming as in
right.
You know, you're
talking
playing slot machines.
We're talking bowling.
We're talking the video games.
Yeah. So. And by the way, Crash and Burn has got a lot to do with Evel Knievel, right?
I don't know if it has it.
Well, there's an Evel Knievel mural in there. I know.
Okay.
There's
I think
a
they
mural
set
there.
some like maybe they just give honor to.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
You know? But what they're gonna have?
What's that? Oh, on the roof?
Yeah. Do you know?
I don't know what that's called, but it's amazing. It's a
open air skydiving experience. So in a few months or at some point this year, they're gonna have a skydiving experience right next to where the zip line starts.
Right.
You know, in Fremont.
Sure. The Slotzilla.
The Slotzilla. Exactly.
Yeah.
So. Imagine being able to zip line and skydive in the same day.
Awesome.
You come downstairs, you have a beer while you're watching your videos and stuff.
And the food looks amazing too at Crash and Burn.
Right.
I mean, really, really good. I know that I've been in there a few times during the SmartTab install and some staff training and things like that. They are just another, like Esther's and Emmett's, another great team that is putting everything together, but using SmartTab as their POS because of our support. I mean, it's second to none here. And that's really what's exciting about working with SmartTab is that you see something from start to finish. Yeah. And it's got to be really rewarding for you having this team and seeing everything and then them launching like a Crash and Burn, launching and saying, ooh, we did our job. This is really going to be big, you know?
Yeah, and, you know, as frustrating as these larger projects that are kind of coming online for the first time can be because a lot of deadlines usually get pushed.
Sure.
The excitement comes from seeing that whole process start to finish. I mean, we were in there with hard hats and there was nothing but dust.
Right.
And now to see the finished product when they open their doors to the public, I think their ribbon cutting is 5 p.m. Thursday, March 21st.
Got it.
Right,
okay,
at 5
great.
p.m. they're going to have a ribbon cutting. So it'll be exciting to see them open their doors and 2 years of hard work.
Yeah.
Everybody is going to be very excited for that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's a must go to. Visiting Vegas, Crash and Burn. It's on the Fremont Street Experience in Neonopolis, which is just really, really a great space. There's a lot of cool things in there, but make sure you go to the top floor and check out Crash and Burn.
Yeah, definitely. And then, you know, some other notable stuff that we got going around the country. Outriggers Tavern in San Clemente.
I saw that.
Sunny San Clemente. We got Outriggers going live. They just went live this past week. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm going to mess this one up, but I think it's Oracoke Oyster Company.
That's what it looks like, the Oracoke Oyster Company.
And Flying Melon. So 2 venues in Oracoke, North Carolina.
Wow.
So props to Brian Lewis and team out there on launching in North Carolina.
Beautiful.
We have the Flourish Tap Room, which
nice.
is in Brazelton, Georgia.
I've heard of Brazelton. I'm not sure where it is. I know I've been to Georgia once. I was in Atlanta one time. But I don't know where Brazelton is, but I see that Robert's involved in that, Robert Hanlon.
Yeah.
That's
Big
a great
Rob.
guy.
I love Rob.
I do too.
He's got a heart of gold, and he really puts everything on the line when he goes out there and works with us. So.
Right, he's based in the Northwest, so to see him actually moving out and doing things nationally, that's super exciting. That's the great thing about SmartTab. I mean, we're a national company. You know, we're all over the country. And like I said, not only Ohio, United States, look out. We're taking over.
Everywhere.
That's what we're doing. We're taking over.
So I think to kind of wrap up, let's just talk about next week. We got the Bar and Restaurant Expo coming up.
Las Vegas Convention Center. Oh, I'm beyond excited. This will be my first one. I've been to it like a few years ago.
Yeah.
But I wasn't involved in hospitality at the time. I went because somebody I know had tickets. Oh, check it out. It's quite an amazing event, right?
Yeah, no, it's a great time. Lots of visitors from all over the country. It's how we kind of get into different areas that maybe we didn't have representation before.
Right.
They come to us here in Vegas. We set up shop. We've actually got 75 SmartTab team members coming into town.
Wow.
Are already in Vegas, right? Because we've got about 15 guys here in Vegas already.
Nobody needs to like crash on my couch, do they?
It's questionable.
Okay, right. Yeah. You know what? They can hit the floor. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's what's exciting about this is I know we've got a huge booth, and I've been helping our logistics coordinator Pete with doing some staples on some stuff. So this is going to be kind of seamless as far as getting things in. But we've got a big crew, so we'll be able to get everything in there, get it set up right. If you're going to the Bar and Restaurant Expo, that is March 18th through the 20th in Las Vegas. Even if you're not in hospitality, you know somebody in hospitality, come on by and see our booth. I believe we're in 1201, the booth is?
1021.
1021. Booth 1021.
You won't be able to miss us. We are working with a local artist, Pretty Done. And
so good.
He has done a mural in our office here, which if you come to the Vegas office, make sure you get the walkthrough of that. Really cool stuff.
Yeah.
But everybody's going to have a pair of shoes, a pair of Air Force Ones that he's customized, right? So he's been spending a couple weeks customizing 60, 70 pairs of shoes.
Wow.
For us.
Wow.
And then when you did a shirt as well. So we've got a custom design kind of to memorialize this show. Every year it's a trade show for us, but it's also a get together of our entire SmartTab family.
The whole team.
Whoever can make it out usually does. And we do dinners and events and some training. So I'm excited about Pretty Done doing that custom artwork for us this year. I think it's really
good. He's so good. It's, you know what I love about it? It's just unique, but you look at it and you go, I love it. Mm-hmm. I just love it because it's modern, yet it tells a story. You know, everything tells a story, which is great.
What I love is walking down the hallway, and I mean, it's so fresh that I haven't been able to study it.
Yeah, right.
But I see a different character almost every time I walk down.
Exactly.
That kind of jumps out at me.
Exactly.
So
that's awesome. So that's going to be March 18th through the 20th here in Las Vegas.
And the big day is the 19th. Just so that everyone knows.
Right.
Yeah, the 19th is kind of the big day. 20th as well. I think 18th is more setup day.
Just to get in, get everything together, and things like. Look for our monoliths. That's what we've got. We've got some major monoliths.
Look for the shoes.
Yeah, look for the shoe. Come on by. We're at booth 1021. It's the Bar and Restaurant Expo, Las Vegas Convention Center. Super excited about that. So things are on fire with SmartTab. We appreciate you watching this. SmartTab, it's POS that doesn't suck.
See you next week.